First morning on our new property here in Maine. It's a beautiful morning. It's nice and cool and crisp today. Yesterday it got to, I think, 84 degrees. So it was pretty warm while we were trying to move in. This was our first night that we slept here. So we had some more things to move inside the house. It's pretty warm, but this house actually stays pretty cool in the daytime. It did get a little bit warm during the evening, so we just put some fans on, opened up the windows. But by the time we woke up this morning, it was actually pretty chilly inside the house again. So that's always nice. Let's go inside the house, and everything's a bit of a mess, but I'll talk to you guys about how our first day at our house went. I have the dogs inside of the patio for now till we figure out what we're doing with them. I want to build them like an outside pen, at least for now while it's still warm enough outside, and then we'll figure out a plan B for the winter time. So the kitchen is a bit of a mess, but we did clear out some stuff in here, like the table that was in here and just random chairs. Eventually we're going to take this washer out of here, and we're trying to figure out where we're going to put everything, how we're going to set up our kitchen. We have a leak on the gas stove here, this little stove to the left. It's leaking propane even when the stove is off completely. So right now we have all of the propane turned off, and we're gonna have somebody come out here and check that out and tell us if it's fixable or not. Because if it's not, we're going to need a whole nother stove. So we had to go to the store yesterday. We got one of these things, the electrical cooktops, just to cook on since we have to keep the gas off on the house right now. Plus I can use that later on when I start making my jams for sale again. So I wanted one of those anyway. We went to the store and grabbed a couple things. This house doesn't have a pantry, so we're kind of using this little table over here as our temporary pantry, but my plan is to turn this closet that's right off the kitchen into a pantry space. We just have to finish it and put some shelves in there, and that would be perfect because it's leading right off the kitchen. So right now, not everybody has their own personal room. Jaden is sleeping in here in what's going to be our living room. Our daughter is sleeping upstairs, and then we're sleeping in what's going to be our room. We just got a air mattress, so we're gonna figure out our whole room situation soon. We just have to take it one step at a time, but that's what we've done in there. We've cleared out this whole space. This is the dining room. We took furniture out. The fridge, we're trying to see if it's working or not, because yesterday it seemed like the refrigerator part of it wasn't working. It wasn't keeping the food cold, and it had been on since 24 hours beforehand. So I'm not sure if it's just taking time. Right now everything is cold, and it's because my husband put the refrigerator on the highest setting. The freezer has been working really good though. So I'm gonna buy a thermometer to put on the refrigerator, and right now it's on the highest setting. We're gonna lower it a little bit and see if it's keeping temperature, and if it's not, then we're going to have to get a new refrigerator as well. So this will be more kitchen space, and then probably put the dining room table back in here. But we're going to change out the flooring. We're going to keep the flooring in the kitchen. I don't mind that flooring that it has, and it's not too bad. It's not peeling, but the flooring over here in the dining room is all peeling off. There's wood floors underneath, but I think I'm just going to put new laminate on it. So we just got our stuff here for now until we figure out where we're putting everything. And then with the office space, it does also have wood floors under, so we are going to try to save those and finish them, sand them down and finish them, because I think wood floors will look nice in the office space. This is our room right now. The carpet in here isn't bad. It doesn't have stains or anything. It looks like it might be newer. So I'm not sure if we're going to take off the carpeting and finish the wood floors also, or just keep the carpet for now. We still haven't taken the couches out of here yet, but this will be our master bedroom, so we're just on the air mattress for now. The bathroom, I started cleaning a little bit and just kind of decluttering it. so we can see, make the space look a little bit bigger. I'm going to take random things off of the wall, like this mirror. I don't really like it there, and just random things that are screwed everywhere I want to take out. But the bathroom is a decent size for our family. We do have to redo the flooring on it. This half is good, but that side is coming off. It's like laminate tiles, so we're gonna redo that with some new not tiles. Well, I'm not sure if we'll do tiles or just more laminate, but we're gonna redo the whole bathroom floor. This bathroom will be pretty much done. I'll give it a fresh coat of paint, but we don't have to do too much in the bathroom at all, besides just some more cleaning and taking things out that we don't want, like hanging on the walls. So that's pretty much what we got going. Now today we are going to go out and kind of price new refrigerators and price a stove, just in case we do end up having to get a stove. Still trying to figure out how to work this kitchen out. It has this little stove that might or might not be usable, because if the guy can't fix it, we're gonna have to get a new one. And I was thinking that maybe instead of putting another little one like this, I'll put a regular size one on this side, and they'll just have to reconfigure the connections for the propane, which shouldn't be too hard because it's only going from point A to point B. But I could put like a full-size range oven there with a stove top, take out that cabinet on the top, and then over here put another sink, because for the food permit that I want to get, they do require a two-bay sink. So maybe I could put a sink there, and that'll be my two-bay sink. And we are planning on putting cabinets on this side of the kitchen with just floating shelves on the top, so it's not too bulky and cluttered. So that'll be storage on this side. So that could be a plan, but if this stove does end up being usable and fixable, then we're just going to keep it there, and then maybe get a oven, like just an oven or a double oven for all of my baking, and then that can most likely go in here where the fridge is. And I'd like to add some more type of cabinets or storage on this side of the wall, just to help kind of flow into as an extension to the kitchen, but also still have a dining room area for when we want to eat in there as a family, or when we have guests over, we'll still have that space available. So this washer will eventually go, and we can also consider putting a sink in here since the water connections are already there, maybe a 3-compartment sink or a 2-bay sink, and then just leave the one sink over there as is. So that might work for turning this area into like a commercial kitchen. I was also thinking maybe putting the fridge here and a small sink. That could work, although it will be kind of tight. Maybe if we get a smaller refrigerator, like the apartment size ones. So I'm not sure what I want to do, but I know for sure the washer is going to eventually be out of here, so we'll have some space to work here. So I'm thinking if the stove is usable, we'll just leave it there, and then add the sinks over here to make our kitchen compliant for the inspection. Not sure what we're doing with the antique stove. Supposedly you can't really transform these type of fires or wood fire stoves into propane, so I'm not sure how they did it or if it's even safe to use. We haven't turned it on or tried it out yet, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to convert it to burn wood again. I hope we can, but the way it's set up right now, I think it's way too close to the wall, so I don't think I think it would be a major safety hazard and code violation, because it's supposed to be away from the wall, or it's supposed to have like the metal sheeting in the back and on the bottom of it. So I'm not sure if we can even make it wood burning again, and if the chimney is even set up for that, or we have to do some work on the chimney as well. So that's going to be another project or idea. I'd like to make it wood burning again if we can, but if not, then maybe we'll just leave it propane. But I'm afraid to use it as propane as well at the same time, so we'll see what happens there. If it ends up being usable as propane, I'll just keep it as is, or if they tell us that we can convert it to wood, maybe we'll just have to add the the backing to it to not make anything that's supposed to be close to a combustible wall or material like drywall or wood. You're supposed to have like a backing or a different type of material back there, so maybe we'll add that. But I'm not sure if the stove would have to be pulled away from the wall some more than what it is right now, because it is pretty close and that thing is heavy. Nobody's gonna move that, so if I don't have to move it, then that would be the best. But despite the few problems that have popped up ever since moving in day one, our first day here, our first night here was very good. It feels wonderful to wake up to your very own house and with these amazing views as well. I love this 3-bay window right here off the living room because you can look back, and they say that there's a lot of deers here. I haven't seen any, but I've seen the deer poop all over the place, so I do know that they come super close to the house and eat the grass and stuff there. So we enjoyed our first night. Today we're going to go shop around and see what we can find. We have to find a couch. I'd like to get a couch for this area right here, remove this table, and we have to try to find like a small couch. The house came with a couch, but I'm not sure we're going to use that. I feel like it would be a little too bulky for this living room. And we're gonna go price out mattresses and see how much refrigerators and a stove would be, just in case we do have to buy one. We got our Wi-Fi set up yesterday, although they have to come back and replace some wire or something that they said has to be switched out by the road because it's really old and the Wi-Fi is not working like it should. Once they get that fixed, we have to pay, I'm not sure how much yet, to get that installed, but he said after that gets installed, our internet should work a lot faster. So that is what we are doing today, and we'll keep you updated on any new changes that we make. And once we start getting this house put together, everything's a little bit jumbled up right now, but our neighbor, she came over yesterday. We got to meet her. She was so sweet and brought us a gift, a little welcome home gift for us. So we enjoyed those little snacks that she brought us, and I already started using the little mugs that she gave us as well. So that is the updates for today. That's our plans for the day. We're gonna go shop around in the town and see what we can find and just jot down prices and stuff so that we're prepared for anything that we have to buy. Hope you guys enjoyed this update, and there's going to be many more, so stay tuned and make sure you are subscribed and have your notifications set so that you get alerted when a new video goes up.